This is an e-bike, and this is an E-Moto. Today we're going to be outlining the difference between these two genres of bikes and seeing which one is right for you. There's many differences between these two genres of bikes. The first one being an e-bike will have pedals, and an E-Moto most of the time will not have pedals. The e-bike is completely street legal, while the E-Moto is not street legal. For the E-Moto to become street legal, it has to have all the proper things like turn signals, headlight, tail light, and it has to be registered. The e-bike does not need to be registered because it has a lot less power than an E-Moto. The brakes on both of these bikes are 2-piston. The difference being, these are mountain bike brakes, not of the highest quality, and these are pit bike brakes, DOT4 steel braided cables, and they are pretty good quality. The e-bike is full suspension, but it is not great. The front forks do their job. The rear shock is almost completely rigid, but that's because it's not meant for riding in the dirt and doing jumps like the E-Moto is. The E-Moto has quality suspension on the front and rear, and you can definitely feel the difference when doing jumps. The e-bike comes with several features that an E-Moto will not have. These features include a headlight, tail light, turn signals, multiple controls. On most e-bikes, the wheels and tires are set up for the street and maybe light off-roading, such as these balloon tires, and E-Motos will be set up for mostly dirt riding. There are a few niche bikes that are set up for street riding like the Talaria XXX, but most will come with dirt tires. There are a lot more differences on these two bikes, but let's talk about those while we ride. I'm on low charge, so I'm not going to get the most speed out of this bike, but I usually hit about 28 on flat ground. That's a decent speed for an e-bike. Suspension is not the best, but it'll do. Sure, you could probably get it to wheelie, build it out to do some stunts, but stock form, it's made for commuting. Let's try to pop a wheelie. Oh, by the way, all stunts are done on a closed course, as you can see. Closed, no cars. I'm an adult and a professional, so you know you can trust me with these stunts. The main reason why this bike isn't really great at stunts like wheelies is because it has a hub motor. These are better for speed, but they do not give a lot of torque. Unless you're doing a knee knocker, really pumping it back, you won't really be able to wheelie at like 10 miles an hour. My favorite thing about this bike is that I can take it anywhere without any anxiety about the police or anything like that. Actually, Surron got pulled over today, so that proves that the difference really matters. Pedals, no pedals, speed. Don't worry, Surron didn't get impounded or anything. We're actually going to the track tomorrow. That'll probably be next week's video. Wait, playground? Backflip. Now, most of the time, an E-Moto is going to be a lot more expensive than an e-bike, which is a big reason why people go with these things. But you know what will make this e-bike even cheaper? Using my discount code Eboxer to save some money. If you guys want to buy this thing, link is in description and pinned comment. Remember, use the code. It'll save you money and help the channel. Alright, let's switch to the RTR. First major difference, massive power increase. The parts are obviously a lot better quality on this bike because they just have to be with the upgraded speed and the way that people are riding these bikes on the dirt, hitting big jumps. This bike has a mid-drive motor, which makes it a lot easier to do stunts like wheelies, and it just has a lot more torque. Top speed is about 55 miles an hour, but it is not street legal, which is why everything here is done on a closed course and private property that I rented out for this video. Now let's go hit my private jump. That felt amazing. Let's do it again. The suspension on this bike actually does its job. On the e-bike, the front forks do its job, but the rear shock is just not it. This is fully hydraulic suspension, completely tunable, just feels a lot nicer. Same thing with the brakes. Both brakes are hydraulic, these are moto brakes. Now, something we did not go over before, this thing has a key, which I think is better compared to just an on and off switch because nobody can just come and steal your bike. I mean, they could, it just won't work without the key. But sometimes I don't like having a key because it takes time to go and get it, and forgetting it is very annoying, but it is good for those safety features, and I think it's just cooler to turn it on like this. You can also feel the torque. You can feel it on the other bike, it's not nearly as much as on a mid-drive motor. An E-Moto will be more quality, faster, have more range, sometimes. Depends on which bikes you're getting, but it's also a lot more maintenance. With all these high quality parts, everything has to be lubed, pumped, tightened. It's a lot less maintenance than a gas bike, but still a decent amount for someone who's just trying to get to places. Didn't want to wheelie past this lady. Yo, why is that car not moving? I thought they were about to scream at me or something. She just literally let me go through. Obviously, all these features will vary depending on what bike you get, but I'm trying to stay general so everything stays roughly the same. Most of the time, an E-Moto will run you a lot more money. Some people are just looking for something budget that they can commute on. But if you are interested in getting the bike that I'm riding on right now, it's called the ETM RTR, link in description and pinned comment. I do have a discount code for this bike as well, Eboxer 5, so save your money where you can. Which one's more fun? First of all, let me say this, they are both really fun, but I think the E-Moto wins in that category because it just has more power, more things you can do on it, but you have that fear factor of not being street legal, which again is why I'm on a closed course. Both really great bikes. Again, I have discount codes for both of them. Make sure to use those. Alright guys, I hope I've helped you come to a conclusion on which genre of bike you should get. E-bike or E-Moto. Or you could just get a lawnmower. Here's some clips I got with the e-bike at night with its lights on. Have a good day everybody. Bye.